Oh, my favorite is people that are Michigan fans in this, and I've talked to some people that are kind of embarrassed about it because they know it was a stand on the university and how it's not Ohio State fans complaining, it's the rest of the league. Like, and this is something that's a competitive advantage. Like, it's not anything else, whatever. But this is something that's ridiculous. And anybody who played or coached will tell you that. People that don't are being disingenuous. So that's part of the issue with this. So it's not Ohio State. If this was anybody, I would have said this is ridiculous. The fact that it's someone that was in the conference in your rival, okay, that's one thing. But if this was anybody, if Ohio State did this, I would be embarrassed that this is what you felt you had to do to win.
Yeah, no doubt. You couldn't develop your players.
You can't
Couldn't
coach
recruit
better.
players.
And like you
Can't
said,
coach
whatever,
better.
43 and 23 versus 40 and 4. Like, okay.
No, 49 and 22
Yeah.
versus 40 and 3. And again, I want to make this very like this is not a rivalry thing.
No.
This is all the things that we do to provide competitive excellence, to get yourself right, to go out there and play the game.
This is equivalent like trying to take steroids or something, Schlegs. Like, dude, it's a performance enhancer. It's changing the balance of power on the field during the game. So
I want to go back. I got to go look this up. Keep talking, Bob, because I'm going to find some nuggets here.
Look up some nuggets. So some of the other stuff here, they got 4 years probation, which they're already on probation. So 4 years extended. They were at the time. $50,000 fine. Okay. Plus 10% of the budget for the football program. Okay. So what's the budget for the football program in Michigan? Probably 50 million, maybe $75 million. So that's another 5 to 7.5 million, maybe 100. I don't know what it is, but you're probably talking $5 to $10 million there, I would imagine. So $5 to $10 million on top of the 25 that 20 that you're losing. So now we're getting to 20 to 25 million. Now we're in the fines, a fine equivalent to 10% of the scholarships awarded in Michigan's football program for the 2025-6 academic year. So this coming season, so let's say that's 8.5 scholarship Schlegs. Cost of scholarship, I was looking up in Michigan as far as like full cost of attendance. For in-state is probably 40,000. Out of state is probably around 80. So let's just call it 50 grand times 8. So you have 5 times 8, so it's another 400,000, 450, maybe 500, depending on how it is. So we'll say 400 to 500,000 there. So you start talking 20, 25 to 30 million, 30 and a half, 30 million, 0.5. And that's like it. Okay. So let's say you got a 25 to $30 million fine over 2 years. Most of that's going to be in the first year, probably 10 million-ish of it will be in the second. I get that. That's fairly punitive. I don't necessarily hate that fine when you start looking at everything that is all rolled up into it. Here's the one thing, the next two things, Schlegs, because those are the monetary elements of it. The next two things, 25% reduction in football official visits during the 2025 season. Like there's some significance to that because you need to get players to be able to win. 14-week probation on recruiting communications in the football program during the probation period. So I'm not sure exactly what that means, whether it's like each coach, like, this, you get to send out coaches every week. You get your 10 assistants and they can go out and recruit. And I don't know if that means like you lose 14 of those weeks among all of the coaches, or there are 14 weeks where everybody can't go out. I'm not sure. I've got to figure that out of kind of how that ultimately comes down and what that looks like. When you kind of see that all together, where are we at?
Here's I'm gonna go back to this point. Where I am with that is it's inconsequential. It's the NIL era, very different now. If you got people that want to come to your program and you have the money and the resources to do it, yeah, you're reducing some of the visits. And to your point, Bob, that 14-week during it said probation period of a probation period. Like, I don't even know what that means. So basically,
your probation, Schlegs.
Yeah, so you can't talk to them during a dead period. All right, well, guess what? You already did that during the COVID time. So, I digress. But the in stadium visits, that's not going to matter. It's if a kid wants to go there and you pay them more money, or they like what you're about, they're going to come see you whether or not you reduce it to 25. All it does is, hell, it's the people that have to put on the show. Hey, at 25% less people, all right? Like you're actually doing them a favor
Yeah.
not necessarily what you're doing in recruiting. And let's face it, like they haven't recruited at a high level till as of late. So they're really inconsequential to me as far as a hit. Like the $20 million that should have exceeded more than that potentially, depends on what happens over the course of the next two postseasons, could be significant. I mean, hell, everybody was talking about Ohio State spent all this money on NIL. Other teams did it more, but that's what it cost Michigan to win a national championship, basically, is what you're saying.